The Lindon elves are regarded as some of the strongest warriors on Middle Earth in the Third Age. After hundreds, if not thousands of years of training, we will put that to the test. Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome back to some more Total War Rise of Mordor. You guys have been asking for it, so I have gone ahead and delivered. And if you guys do want to see more Rise of Mordor on the channel, do make sure to go ahead and drop a like and a comment down below. And if you have any cool Rise of Mordor replays, make sure you send them my way. I'll also leave a link down below to the Rise of Mordor Discord if you want to keep up to date with what they're doing on the development side of things. And obviously also if you want to find anyone else to play with, you can also use their Discord and their matchmaking to maybe create a replay for the channel. I would absolutely love to see more Rise of Mordor replays being sent my way. So in today's video, we have an entire army of elven archers, and we're going to put them to the test. You can see a balance of power is severely against us. It is 2,500 elves against 13,000 enemies. And these aren't just weak enemies. These aren't just mindless orcs. These are Uruk-hai, bred for a single purpose. Not only that, we also have Easterlings, we have Haradrim, we have a ton of evil forces. And we're just going to see if these elven archer bodies can whittle down the enemy enough till the fact that they can't break the lines. It's going to be very interesting. I also do have one unit of infantry. That's just going to be my general. He's going to be commanding. It's giving us a nice, annoying little speech right there. We're just moving to get rid of that. But yeah, we've got the Elven General up here. He's going to be kind of commanding from the hilltops so he can see where his men are, see where he needs to bring them over. I've gone ahead and formed multiple lines of Elven archers, so even when the enemy do close in upon us, the ranks and upon ranks will be able to volley off at them and bring them down. I've also got a pretty nice defensive position here. Obviously the hill and the road going through will be able to hammer the enemy as they come across. And then we also on this right hand side have a nice setup of obstacles, so any cavalry that comes in will be repelled pretty heavily by these stakes, just like at Agincourt. And then we also have, you know, man drops right there to kill a handful of orcs as they do go over the holes. And finally we do have these death stones as well, which will definitely slow up the enemy, you know, kind of pin their feet down and you know, make them kind of hobble their way into elven archer fire. So overall, I feel pretty unconfident about this battle. I would say the elves are set up in a very, very nice position, but you know, who knows? The enemy could come from any direction. We are obviously a sitting duck right now, so we could see the AI moving all the way around, because obviously they spawn back here. They could literally just move through these villages and then end up coming around and then hitting me in the flank where I'm not really prepared and where I can't really put down a much evasive fire. I'm hoping they're just going to come in like this way at me. But yeah, but who knows? They could definitely go around the long way, attack me from the side where, yeah, I just don't have that much missile fire. But that's why I've kind of got these other lines back there. So even if our front line does get overrun, we have other lines just constantly firing ammunition, and then I can always dispatch them elsewhere as well. So let's skip ahead until the enemy do come in view, and we'll obviously fire off our first couple volleys. Sent forward a little scouting party just to make sure that the enemy was coming in my direction, and basically also to see if there was any adjustments I needed to make in my formation. There are over 13,000 of them, so this obviously is not the full force. And who is this? Is this Isengard? Is this the Haradrim? Yeah, this is indeed the Easterlings, and you can see some of them awesome looking units just moving forward. Absolutely love the Easterlings. Their armor is spectacular, and even the new units that aren't like the movies, I think just absolutely knock it out of the park. They have some really, really cool units, but they've obviously taken, you know, decent artwork from, you know, from the unit, the inspiration and stuff. But like this unit is absolutely amazing. I'm pretty sure this is like a completely custom-made unit for Rise of Mordor. Looks very awesome, and I love you got them coming behind them as well. There's also the Axemen as well, which are just absolutely spectacular. I don't know exactly where they are. Kind of obviously just got the default Macemen right here. But also they have the Axemen as well. I should probably fall back in formation now as well. Seeing the enemy is, you know, definitely found us now. So let's fall back. So I'm just trying to look for the Axemen, but it doesn't seem like I can find them. I'm sure we will. And yeah, then we also obviously we have Isengard coming behind them. In full force. We've got some scout infantry here. Also got some of the half-orc axes as well. Pretty goddamn scary stuff. These guys will rip through my elves like butter. Then we obviously also have the heavier axemen as well. So the heavier Uruk-hai. We've also got some just orc rabble. Nothing to write home about. The majority of the Orc force, I imagine, is going to be on this left. No, these are more of the, this is more of the Uruk Throng right here. So these are a bit more heavily armored Uruks. You can see them moving forward. So yeah, these are the units that I'm going to have to really worry about. But let's just get back in formation. Our archer line sets up here. And I guess I'm probably actually going to have to situate a lot more of my men a little bit more curved like this, I think. Because it does seem like the enemy is coming in a lot more at an angle. So what I might try and do, unfortunately I've kind of blocked myself right there. But what I might do is I might actually just bring over, or basically just shift over my entire formation a bit. So let's bring these guys, we'll situate them like here. And then you guys can go just behind them. And then we'll bring over this entire line right there. So at least that way we are still focusing. We can even just curve in this unit like that a little bit. And maybe leave this unit here. I think that'd be a good idea. Because at least that way we have a lot more evasive fire at them. They also do have some good ammunition of their own as well. They have a handful of archers that they're going to be bringing to bear. So let's get these guys back in formation. I'm still obviously going to probably keep this line. Let's just curve in a little bit here as well, just so we're fully optimizing it. We are outnumbered like 4-1 in this battle, so we're going to have to bring everything we have to bear. And this general unit is probably going to have to be used pretty nicely. We can even form a nice little shield wall with him as well, which we're probably going to have to do when he gives a command. Oh, looks great. This unit is absolutely spectacular. The shipwright nobles ready to go after the Undying Lands, hopefully, if they don't die in this situation. And then hopefully we'll be getting our first volley off very soon. So select everyone. We'll obviously watch the draw. That is no Orkhorn. Unleash hell, boys. Give them hell. And obviously on this front line, definitely everybody utilize the fast firing abilities right there. So we need to kill as many of them as possible before they hit my front line. The front line will be getting hammered pretty heavily, but we're going to need to obviously just retreat back our second line very quickly. Here we go, another volley going off. Let's see what it looks like from the enemy point of view. Yeah, it's going to be archer volley after archer volley coming in. So yeah, their main goal is just to overrun the defenses. If they can get in, if they can whittle down half my shooting by just getting them into melee combat, then that is going to be a problem. And we'll have to see how that does play out. We'll go on slow-mo for a little bit as well, just kind of watch the fighting unfold. We are definitely racking up the kills though, which is nice. And we're about to go over our first little line of traps. It would be so cool if you could kind of customize more of this stuff in Attila. Get just set parameters for custom battles. I really wish Total War did that more, where I could just define how many traps are there, how many, how much ammunition, kind of like laboratory mode, but for Attila. That'd be really cool. Yeah, so hopefully we'll lose a few more to these traps. However, we are about to get stuck into melee combat. Oh, and look at this as well. We are coming around here, so I guess we're going to have to just rotate back around a little bit. Our men are pretty exhausted as well after a pretty hefty combat. I should probably have organized my shots just a tad better, but we are going to break at least some of the Uruk scouts. Not really anything to write home about, I guess. Let's focus down these guys for sure. And then you guys, I guess, kill that. Probably going to have to pull back a little bit of our formation now that the infantry lines are now involved. And let's just get stuck in here with the actual fighting. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure the elves do pretty good in melee combat, so we'll have to see how they actually do fare. And some of the back lines are still shooting. I'm not sure if it's better to actually make it so that we have a much better line. We might just get literally slaughtered. I have no idea how this battle is going to turn out, so it could be an absolute massacre, honestly. I'm hoping not though. So we're probably going to have to bring back these battle lines now. Yeah, fall back for next line. Because they are breaking through, and we can probably utilize that somewhat decently. So let's pull back a little bit. They've obviously hit our battle line. We can probably come around inside here. There's still this entire legion coming in. Oh god. The general's going to go in here maybe and just help out a little. Oh my god, they are slaughtering us. I thought the elven archers were going to be a little bit more capable than this. Oh well, we're going to be able to fire now. Yeah, we're going to be able to actually fire into the ranks. Maybe it's me doing a friendly fire. Either way, it's much better just to fight. Yeah, they can hardly shoot at all. What I should have done is I maybe should have created death blocks, but that's fine. They've broken through there. Let's fire. So everyone fire on this section here, please. And we can also set up a nice little death trap here. Oh, look at that volley going in. That's going to hurt for sure. Yeah, they are breaking through. So they're sending another unit of infantry just to try and hold them at bay. Wow, we are doing no damage to them. I thought that this would be an absolute slaughter fest for us. I thought we would just absolutely demolish them. But it really is not the case. Luckily, we're getting kind of lucky here, but our front line is completely broken. Wow, and they haven't even got... They've still got an entire another legion moving in. Look at that. It's still all arriving. Oh my god, what can men do? Hashtag buff the elves. Come on, I'm joking. Please don't buff the elves. They are extremely strong. It's just obviously their archers are going to be struggling a little bit. And obviously, lore-wise, you know, this probably isn't exactly how it would work down. You know, you'd be just as skilled as a bow as you would a sword, you know, or at least compared to an orc. You would be, but for balancing purposes, obviously, the reason why this is so that the elves just don't steamroll every single faction. But yeah, oh my god, we have been absolutely massacred. So let's start falling back a little bit more. Let's try and spread up. I maybe could have done a little bit of a better job at forming a few more like kill zones and stuff like that. That could have been a bit more beneficial. I kind of gone for a more of a triax kind of style. But yeah, this has just been an absolute massacre. Our general should be getting stuck in though. I guess it'll pop down his brace, even though it's not going to help whatsoever. We can watch some of that moving in, but yeah, there is no hope. Maybe what I should have done as well is maybe left like a unit of cavalry with like a ton of cavalry ready to reinforce if the time called for it, but it does not look good. Even with us like spreading up men and falling back and, you know, just trying to like hammer an anvil and just distract the enemy, it's just not worked whatsoever. Even their own enemy missiles moving in now. Rest of Europe throng charging in against my elves as they fight bravely on, but it's just not enough. There are 2 enemy. How many have we actually killed though? We've only killed like 200 as well, and these are the axemen I was talking about as well. Oh, such a good looking unit. I love the banners on their back. It looks so goddamn cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I definitely overestimated the elves in this battle, that is for sure. Bring them down! Bring them down! Come on, fire a volley, they're so close! Oh, nice. We can actually shoot a volley into them. Point blank. Let's give them hell. Oh, that was brutal. That killed a lot of them. Yeah, I definitely felt like we would have done a lot more damage to them. Maybe what I should do, and if you guys want to see another attempt at this, because this was a bit of a massacre. If you guys want to see another attempt at me doing something like this, then maybe we can choose a better map. A map with maybe a few choke points we can utilize. Because my god, did this not go to plan? What have we got left now? So we've still got a handful of archers left. We've still got a few more detachments. Problem is, I want to fire into the big blobs because I want to just rack up as many kills as possible. But the problem with doing that is that what it does is it means that we're not freeing up more archers, and that's really what brought us down. I think definitely what I should have done, as we have more of the Mordor cavalry now moving in, is what I should have done is I should have maybe done like a checkerboard strategy, but just like a lot more bigger gaps. So the enemy would either come through the death holes, which we shoot at, kind of like a pike and shot army, or what we did is we just kind of like charged a couple of units of infantry up just to be like the forlorn hope to hold the enemy at bay, and then we just pepper them with arrows because, yes, we only managed to get like 6 or 7 volleys off. But then again, it's not like we're like out of ammunition. Like we are at half ammunition, so I think just a full archer army just is not good. I think we can make that. We can make that statement that a full archer army is just not good. It cannot withstand the hordes of Mordor. Shipwright nobles are just getting overrun. Got a few elven archers here as well. Some just running for the boats to escape Middle-earth. But yeah, the enemy are just taking us down bit by bit now. We should at least be able to kill more of the orc rabble and the orc warriors here. I wonder if I gave the enemy just like orc infantry, like the weaker orc rabble and stuff like that. Because I did give them some really good units, but I also gave them some really bad units as well. So it was a real mix. I think there's much more we can do though. Yeah, you guys are locked into combat. Wow, yeah, look at that. Every position just being completely overrun. We have like one healthy unit of warriors here fighting very, very bravely. I love some of the new custom axes as well they've added in for the axe infantry. Kind of like slabs of metal. Really fits the formation. I'm not going to look at how many we killed until the very end because I am pretty interested. Actually, we can look now in case it doesn't show us. I can't remember until it does that. Wow, we literally barely killed 1 for 1 in this battle. Barely killed 1 for 1. And now we only have the last charge of the elves moving in here. Being dispatched quite easily by the orc rabble. And there you go. That's going to be that unit gone. We just have this unit. We've come back. Well, we've got some hope. A couple units are coming back. So we'll be able to get at least a volley or 2 off. Give them hell, boys. Do not give them an inch. Make them pay for every life. Fire, fire, fire. Don't know why you're looking around. This unit's coming in to fight us on the right. There's obviously also barrage as well. Maybe barrage really hurt my infantry because it did make us not exhausted, but tired. And there you go. This is the last unit routing right. There you go. All hope is lost. The elves have been defeated. Man, truly a shame and dishonor will stain this day. That is for sure. Because that was appalling, elves. I expected way, way more than what we got. Now look at that. They only lost, so the Eastlings lost 500. The Orcs lost 300. The Forces of Isengard did lose the most. So we did kill an okay amount, but yeah, just nowhere near. And it was really just down to our general getting 240 kills. The rest of the elves, as soon as they got into melee combat, got slaughtered, and they didn't really output the damage I was expecting. But again, it does make sense the reason why these elven archers aren't just ridiculously OP, because it would just break multiplayer balancing and everyone would just pick these guys, as there's no limit to them either. So yeah, I can completely understand why they've done that. Maybe we could try on easy at some point in the future and see if that helps out, but that's no fun. We weren't even on very hard either, we were just on hard. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Kind of a short one today, but hopefully yeah, we had that little myth busted that elven archers unsupported are not going to do the damage. Now, you know, maybe we could do an entire video of an entire army of just elven shock infantry and just watch them cut apart the enemy. Because obviously these guys getting stuck into melee combat, they would do some serious work. And maybe I just need to give them all chevrons or something to make them that little bit stronger. I don't know, we'll have to see. But yeah, make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know if you want to see more Rise of Mordor on the channel. Obviously, as I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you check out their Discord. Massive thank you to all the Patreons and YouTube members. You guys help make the channel, so thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one.